Hey, how's it going, everyone? So, today, talking about a big one, Final Destination. Oh my gosh, this film is, I feel like, one of those. It's one of those films where most people should see it, if not all of them. I don't know if I should say all of them, but at least the first three, I would say. Um, so this film is basically, I mean, if you don't know what it's about a guy named Alex, and he has a premonition that a plane crashes, and then gets off the plane, and chaos basically ensues. And the, I guess, antagonist of this film is death itself. So, and I was watching a, like just some behind the scenes of this film, and James Wan had said that, uh, and well, he didn't say it in these words, but the way like he said it, if this makes sense, is it's entertaining because when you're running from death, death happens to everybody at some point in their life, whether it's too soon or, a long time from the present. And he's saying it's entertaining because these characters can figure out and navigate ways to not basically get inside or get caught in death's web. And so I think that's sort of the entertainment for people watching these films is you don't know what's going to happen next. Like the first one, a lot of the deaths and the lead ups, like, like, oh, well, here's the next person on the chopping block, with the music and the camera work that they do to kind of build the suspense to their death. But then like the second one, it's a little bit more like surprise. Like the second one, they do more fake outs where they lead up to something and then nothing happens. And then like, I don't know, within, 10 to 20 seconds later, then just out of the blue, boom. Like the real death actually happens. And I think that is what really sort of like entertains people to this film, and why people gravitate to it is because it's like, even though you know it's happening or it's going to happen if you've seen it before, it's always just like exciting watching the camera work and the lead up to said death. The actors in this film are, I would say, pretty stacked for, especially for the time. Right, let me just go here because I know it's like Ali Larter, Devon Sawa, Tony Todd. Rest in peace to him. And actually, I got really sad because I was watching this film, and I know that Tony Todd, he used to be so active on Twitter or X, and when I was watching the film, I thought to myself, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna tweet at Tony, and just take a picture, because I like doing that for people who I follow, like famous people and actors and actresses that I follow on X. I like to take a picture if they're in the film and tweet it to them. I like to do that a lot with Kelly Maroney because she's very active on there. She'll reply to everyone. And when I was watching this film, I'm like, oh, I'm going to take a picture and tweet it to Tony, because, I'm a fan and I like his work. And then it took me a few seconds to realize, oh man, like he's not on this earth anymore. And it sucks. But yeah, this film, I mean, I feel like this film really, I wouldn't say like blossomed the careers of these people. Like Ali Larter was already known, Tony Todd was already known, Devon Sawa, maybe, I think he was maybe in like Idle Hands the previous year. And so he was kind of a known star. Sean William Scott, actually, I think this was one of his, first. I mean, he had American Pie in 99, and then he did Final Destination in 2000. Um, but yeah, this film, I mean, if you haven't seen it, holy, what are you doing? I would suggest, if you haven't seen any of the Final Destinations, just start with the first one and work your way. Like I said earlier, watch like at least the first three, and then you can kind of go from there on your own. Like decide like if you want to finish the series off. I believe there's only two after that, so there's five. But you don't have to watch 4 and 5 if you don't want to. But I would say, uh, four, and actually, how many movies? There's 6. I didn't know there was 6. Oh wait, there's 5, but this one comes out in 20 or later this year. But I would say like watch the first 3. The 4th one absolutely sucks. The 5th one is actually not bad. I do have to say, they do the 3D because it was shot for 3D, so the camera is going to be kind of weird in 5, but 4 is kind of a pile of shit, if I'm being honest. But yeah, that was Final Destination. If you guys enjoy these videos, hit the like button. You guys are honestly killing it with the support, and I appreciate it a ton. My X will be linked down below, so if you want to follow me there, I'll be posting on there, trying to every single day. So I appreciate you guys. See you in the next one.